G'day, guys. How you going? Hope you're well. It, the full fixture's been released about an hour or so ago. By the time I sort of upload this video, it's probably 3 hours since it was released, and I'm sure all of you have had a look through it. And I must admit, I haven't looked through it yet. Other than knowing that we were opening the season against Sydney Swans, and then we had a trip to open up the gather round against Adelaide. And I knew we were going to be playing early in the season, or in the first half of the season, a trip to the Gabba, the take on the reigning premiers. I knew all that. So I'll have a quick look at what it looks like for us in 2026. These are games of football played at venues at specific times. We're not playing on Mars. We haven't been asked to go overseas. We're playing football in time slots at well-known grounds against opposition who are doing what we want to do. Play finals football, win grand finals. It's as simple as that. It's an 18-team competition. It's a competition. Sure, it's not an ideal fixture in regards to, who you play twice, who you double up against. It's just not ideal. It never will be. Like, in its current structure, it's never going to be ideal. And it's pointless. It's pointless worrying about something that we as fans have little or no control over. I will say this. I've never heard a bigger whinging, whining, snivelling supporter base than us fans from the Carlton Football Club. Victim mentality, victimhood, sense of entitlement, this notion of it's just not fair. The AFL is always conspiring against us. I'm sure all clubs do it to a certain extent, but I don't think any club does it bigger and better than us. Like, we are deafening at being whiners and snivellers and whingers, and it's a byproduct of being a very shit football club for a very, very long time. A very long time. And who knows what 2026 has in store for us. I must admit, I've loved the change, but we don't know what that's going to look like. It's just change, but it needed to happen. But the whinging about our fixture, where we've got to play, who we've got to play, why doesn't this club have to do it? It's just like, on one hand, you've got our supporter base just fucking beating their chest and thinking it's a badge of honour because we've got over 100,000 members and we're a big, maybe we've not had success, but we're one of the big four clubs and we're the Carlton Football Club. And the AFL know that, so they put us in these time slots, big time slots, because we are kind of a big ticket item based probably on us. But then we whinge and we whine. Okay, so it's just like, fuck, it's just never ending. And I look at the fixture and I think, who gives a fuck? We're playing a game of football against an opposition, 18-team competition, all striving for the one thing, which is a flag, and it's never, in its current format, going to be perfect. And frankly, I look at it and I think, fucking, not so much bring it on, because we'll all be terribly excited once the season comes around. But this, well and truly, this what seems to be, and who knows how well any team is travelling at the start of next year. We're basing all of our fucking anxieties and nerves and emotions around the way clubs performed this year. And sure, if we are the same team that we were this year and we take that in to next year so we don't see a change in game plan and we're playing the same old way, we still see teams that don't turn up on the road and get their pants pulled down by Sydney Swans at the SCG or the Adelaide Crows, and it's little wonder every time we go there, we go, oh, fuck. I mean, Hawthorn went to the fucking Adelaide Oval for a final, okay, and pulled fucking Adelaide's pants down at their ground, and here we are, whinging and whining about it. Like, fucking hell. And, you know, if you do think it's fucking hard, this is a perfect way to start the season because our football club's backed in this coach, Michael Voss. Uncategorically backed him in to see out his contract when it could have been. And no one would have been surprised if they showed him the door, given how poor a year it was and the attitude of our playing group and the lack of leadership and the lack of direction, a poor game plan. But now we've changed, and it might take a little bit of time to click, but we are expecting next year. We're expecting change. I'm not saying we are going to win a grand final or we're going to be top four, but we are expecting a hell of a lot looking different team in regards to attitude and game plan and the way they play as a team and the style to be a modern football team than what we have seen. And we're going to see it. Okay, we're going to see it. It gets some of the best in the opening 9 rounds with 4 hard road trips. Now, if we go opening round at the SCG and what's on stake there and the preparation we've had and the changes we've had, and we've backed this coach in with some new staff around him, a new football manager, a new CEO, and we go there and we are fucking poor, what has changed? What has changed? Because football's not supposed to be easy. What? Last year we avoided gather round and we got Richmond in round 1. And what happened there? The year before, okay, we had opening round, went to the gather and we won by a point. So I just, it's all up here with our football club. And we've been shit for so long, right? We've been shit for so long that everything we look at becomes just like fucking a drain. And we've got to improve. And what better way to do it than have this, what looks to be a brutally tough start to the year. And who knows how well North are travelling on Good Friday. Maybe they'll be the big improvers. I mean, Richmond showed this year that they're no easy pushovers. So no game is easy. It just isn't. So I can't wait. I actually can't wait. Fascinates me. The Charlie matchup, what transpires with Florent and Will Hayward, our new look, our new style against Sydney. Can't wait. Richmond, back there in round 1 at the MCG after what happened last year. Then we have Melbourne with a new coach, Stephen King. A game at the MCG, North Melbourne, Good Friday. Opening up gather rounds. I mean, It's kind of perfect. It's just kind of perfect because if you can continue to do the same thing you've done in the past, and the coach can't survive. He can't survive. But if he goes there to the SCG in opening round, then to the gather round against Adelaide on a Thursday night against the Flying Crows and changes the narrative. Fuck. Maybe we are well and truly on our way, well and truly on our way. Or even if we push them right to the fucking end, because it's not going to be easy. Then we get the Pies at the MCG on a Thursday. A lot of Thursday games. You know my thoughts on Thursday games. I'm not a rap at Thursday games. Okay, I'd prefer not to be playing football on a Thursday or watching football on a Thursday. That's just a personal preference, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, these are professionals. These are professionals. They work their schedule. They work their training around 5-day break, 6-day break, 7-day break. So it shouldn't really be affecting them too much. But from a viewer's point of view, of course, I'd prefer Friday nights or Saturday nights or Sunday afternoons. But goodness gracious me, we're in the spotlight. I know that for a fact. Then we go to Optus Stadium against the Fremantle Dockers. I mean, our record over there has been okay. I mean, we don't play that ground. In fact, it's probably the best ground that we travel to. And then how good, round 8 amongst all those sort of difficult games, those round trips, we got the one that probably everyone is waiting to see, which is St Kilda at Marvel Stadium. And do we play them? I'm just checking through, guys, the schedule. Yeah, we do. We played them twice at Marvel. Would have been great to have a St Kilda game at the MCG, but we play St Kilda twice. And I mean, that is just going to be fucking tantalising. Then a trip to the Gabba, difficult. Western Bulldogs, always tough. Regardless of how well the Bulldogs are travelling, playing the Bulldogs, we've got them twice at Marvel Stadium, is always difficult. They are Marvel Stadium specialists. Then we're going to go back to the Adelaide Oval against Port Adelaide. Geelong at the MCG. We always seem to get the Cats sort of mid-season at the MCG. We don't have to go down to Cardinia Park. We've got the Bombers. I think we only played them once, just looking at the schedule at the MCG. The Giants at NG Stadium. I just got the recollection of that game where we were flying in 2024 and we were running on top of running on top of the ground, and everything was just pointing in the direction of a club finishing top 4, and 7 goals up. And it was almost since that day, that game, that it's been downhill for our football club. So, I can't remember any games that we've won at that ground. Have we won at NG Stadium before? Yes, I think, we have. We definitely have. Maybe in Michael Voss's first year. I remember Doc kicking a long goal. Yeah, we definitely have won a game there. Then we get Eagles at Marvel, Richmond at the MCG. So we play the Tigers twice this year. Hawthorn at the MCG in round 18. I actually really look forward to that one. Collingwood again. We always play Collingwood twice. Suns, we only play once. This one's at Marvel. The Brisbane Lions at Marvel. These last 5 games, the Suns, the Lions, St Kilda, the Bulldogs, and the Fremantle Dockers are all at Marvel Stadium. So from a not being on the road, that's a positive, but I prefer a couple of MCG sort of venues in there to sort of finish off, but it is what it is. We'll be under the roof at Marvel Stadium. So there it is, guys. I don't look at it and fucking go, oh my God. I just look at it and go, Yeah. What do you want to see next year? What do you want to see? You want to see a club on the rise. You want to see a club becoming a professional football club. You want to see a club who turns up to just about every game with the right mindset. That's what you want to see. And we haven't had that, really. We haven't had that. And this, regardless, the pressure is well and truly on this football club of ours. So at the very least, that opening part of the year, because you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen? If we start the year poorly, we'll probably get the narrative that, the season will open up for us in the second half. The season will get a little bit. No, we need to start well. We need to be super, super, super competitive in those opening 9 rounds of those 4 road trips. We just need to be. We need to be a different looking football team, with a different looking game style and a different fucking looking mentality and attitude to compete. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Have we got it in us? We're just going to have to wait and see. Anyway, take care.